Hey, it's your boy Times Clancy, and welcome back to another video. As usual, I'll be doing a couple of announcements before we begin. First off, make sure to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and join the Discord server for the channel. Links for that will be in the description. Also, I'll likely be streaming Galaxy Quest at probably like 9 or 10, maybe 8 Eastern tonight. Tonight as in like when this video was posted. So if you're down to play and or watch, make sure you follow my Twitch channel soon. Also, if you have any game suggestions for future videos, please join the Discord and tag me with your suggestion. Anyways, let's get into today's video. So today, as you may have noticed, we're going to be covering a brand new game called Galaxy Quest. I'm warning you now, this video will likely be long. I have a lot to cover on this game in its current state, so I'll be including timestamps in the description for those who wish to skip around. However, if you're a new player and interested in learning about the game, its mechanics and functions as well, I'd suggest you stick around the entire time. This game falls under the same genre as Dungeon Quest, the dungeon crawler genre, but puts on a spin and makes it significantly more fun and different, at least in my opinion. So to begin today, we'll start with the lobby. There's not much here besides a big board in the center, and around there is where you spawn in. The board has a leaderboard for player levels, and on the back of the board is the server age. Next, let's talk about the game itself. The menu is a hub for absolutely everything in the game, so I'm going to be talking about each element of the menu, and including a small clip which shows what I'm talking about. The first tab I'll cover is the Play tab. Once you click this, it'll take you to a menu where it lists all of the currently hosted public lobbies which are available at your level. If there are none, or you wish to solo or host a private lobby, in the top right of the menu you can host your own custom match. This brings up a new menu which has a series of drop downs which will allow you to customize the game to your liking. There are 3 different maps and 3 different game modes. The maps each contain different materials which can be used in crafting. Examples of this are that spores can only be found on the cavern map. The first game mode is Survival. Survival spawns the player inside of a randomly generated dungeon. Once the player exits the spawn area, a countdown begins, and once it ends, enemies begin to spawn and you are required to kill as many as possible before the timer runs out. Should you kill enough and meet the requirements set by the game, you emerge victorious. The second game mode is Defense. Defense is simply a mini tower defense simulator. Enemies come from 3 or 4 different directions in waves, and once all waves are defeated, you win. On the other hand, if the enemies drain the tower's health to 0, you lose. It's important to point out that this is the only game mode in the game where there is no random map generation involved. The third and currently final game mode is Elimination. You must clear a randomly generated dungeon in a set amount of time. Once all enemies are defeated, you will be guided to the mini-boss room. If the mini-boss is defeated, you win. If time runs out, you lose. Right now, there is only a mini-boss in the game, and it is unknown if bosses will get their own specific raids, or if they will just be incorporated into the new dungeons. The next tab is the Inventory one. This tab houses everything you own as a player. This includes armor, weapons, blueprints, materials, and abilities. Unlike other dungeon crawler games, you must collect randomly generated blueprints through a lottery system to obtain new gear. Once you've obtained a blueprint you intend to use, by clearing a dungeon you must have enough materials to craft it. Materials can be obtained by beating bosses, shooting lockers with green buttons, shooting boxes with dark blue light strips, and shooting large glowing blue and green mushrooms. The green mushrooms have white spots. Shooting things typically yields the more common materials, while defeating bosses yield materials rated rare or above. If you're unsure of the many ways to collect materials, watch the background footage because I'm sure I shoot many of those things throughout the video. The next tab is the Trade tab. The Trade tab allows you to see your stats, your inventory, other players' inventories, other players' stats, and trade with other players. That is pretty much it for the Trade tab. The final tab currently available is the Shop tab. You can purchase credits for Robux on this tab. You can purchase the game passes, which are also present on the Roblox page for this game. You can also purchase materials should you not want to grind or craft them. You can also purchase blueprints to make bronze medals into silver ones, and silver medals into gold ones. Note that buying the medal creation blueprints, or buying medals outright, are currently the only way to obtain medals ranked silver or above. Currently, every map has the exact same enemies. However, it is confirmed through the Discord that new ones are coming and soon, so this information may not be relevant in the coming days, so you're welcome to skip it. There are currently 4 types of bots. The first and most basic is the green crawler. The enemy is low to the ground and can only attack you if it gets close, although the damage it deals is low and so is its health, so it's mostly harmless. The second type of crawler and the second type of enemy is the red crawler. It is easily the most damaging non-boss enemy in the game. The red crawler shoots red lasers out of its frontal cannons, and it can shoot sideways, downwards, and upwards. In addition to that, it can shoot through cover, so there's no protecting yourself. The third type of enemy is the walker. The walker is tall but does little to no damage, but it is tank-like, and it sports significantly more health than the other enemies. The fourth and final enemy is the flyer. This enemy hovers above all other enemies and dive bomb attacks you. However, its health is low and its damage is medium. I haven't really noticed it very much doing too much damage to me. The last enemy is the mini-boss. There is currently only one variant of the mini-boss. Its only attack is slicing you with its dual swords, and it does a good amount of damage. But you can actually stand outside of the boss room shooting the mini-boss without it coming after you. Keep in mind the developers know about this bug and it should be patched very, very soon. Alright guys, this pretty much covers everything you need to know about the game, at least until the update. Hopefully the update doesn't come out like 15 seconds after this video is posted. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help and ensures a new video on this game comes soon. I'll see everyone in the next one.